Well, it's Sunday, everyone. It's either the beginning of the week or the end of the week, depending on how you look at it. I just got done with all of my chores. So basically what you're seeing is I'm filming this Saturday, but you're seeing it Sunday. I had a lot to do this week. It's been a very busy week, but thankfully I was able to get everything done that I wanted to. Being that this is Sunday, I want to just have a leisure talk. It's time we talk. It's time we talk about updates on a lot of things and sharing with you what is motivating me today, what's inspiring me, and what you're going to be seeing in the coming week. So let's find a place where we can talk. 1, where it's not too hot. 2, where it's not too buggy. And 3, where it's not been flooded. We've had record rains and everything is just icky. Icky. It's wet, hot, humid, but between the raindrops and all the storms, I've been able to get my work done. The lawn needs mowed in a drastic way, but it's just been so wet. We're a little bit in a hollow here and it doesn't dry off too quick. So as soon as we get enough of dry air, my husband can mow. He's very particular. He doesn't like seeing the grass very long, but when it's too wet, it's too wet. It makes such ruts everywhere. So let me give you some updates today and we'll take it from there. And giving you updates here and there. Right now it's just a time of waiting for things to get done. The cucumbers are growing and I'm harvesting a few of them, but nothing yet that I can. And of course the tomatoes aren't ready yet. Potatoes aren't done yet. Some garlic is, and little things here and there. But update. We're pretty much done with working on things in our home. So now you're just going to be seeing a lot of upkeep videos because we have everything done. All the mulching is done now. We have all the planting is done now. Oh, the roses just smell so good this year. And I said this in another video, but I put a lot of the wood ash and I'm telling you, it smells better. The roses have a stronger scent. It really does. It's the wood ash, it has to be. So that is all done. Now it's just basically mowing, weeding, keeping things looking nice, keeping things on the home, upkeep. Trying to stay cool. For 2 days I didn't do anything. It was just so hot and I really minded the heat. So for 2 days I didn't film, I didn't do anything. And when you film every day, if you take 2 days off, that means some other days you may have to film twice. I don't know, it works out that way. It's Everlasting. So these are books from the 80s and they're gems and I got them years ago for only a couple dollars. So I'm going to be looking at this one today. Pretty. Kind of looks like my summer garage, which really looks neat, and that's going to be in a video. It is. So there you go. I got that. And the Tussie Mussy. Tessie Mussy. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Somebody's having this playing in the background while they're doing work and they're like, what did she say? What did she say? I did a video about putting the menorah on the, and somebody thought I was saying menorah like for a Jewish holiday candles. I think that's what it was. I don't know. Tessie na Kunstedeitzwetzer. Yeah. Kunstedeitzwetzer means do I speak Dutch? Well, yes and no. Little bits of Dutch. I can understand Dutch. No, I cannot speak Dutch very well because my grandma and grandpa, they spoke Dutch, but they spoke English too. And English was my parents' language. They didn't speak Dutch to us children. They only spoke Dutch to their family, like their parents. And so we would get together, Grandma and Grandpa Martin, and they spoke Pennsylvania Dutch. They loved to eat, they loved to talk, and then they'd point at me and they'd go, "Kunst je Duits wetsen?" And they'd point to me and then they'd say, "No, no." So every once in a while my Dutchiness does come out, but it's not as much as it was when I first started my channel. Go back and watch when I first started my channel. That's simply because I was so secluded in my life and growing up that's all I was around. But then when I got used to making videos, a lot of that, I became more used to making videos and trying to teach myself to talk better and try to teach myself proper language and pronunciation. Oh my word, it was awful when I first made my videos. People were so mean and cruel. They're like, "Can you please pronounce that properly? You're not spelling that right. Oh, you don't know how to do proper etiquette with your pronunciation." I even did a video years ago, I have to find that video, about, hey, you can make fun of me all you want, but I am who I am. But in the process, I have tried to speak a little better and clearer. But you know what? I should just talk really loud and really fast like I normally talk, and then you get all that Dutchy coming out right of me right away, because that's how I am. Dad, my birth father, was an auctioneer for many years, and talking fast is in our blood. So I do like to talk really fast, but in video, I try to keep it toned down. It's like, turn the speed dial down, Tessie. You're supposed to be slow living. But I am Dutch. I am very Dutch. And that's just how I will be. If you come from Apron, Pennsylvania, you will be Dutch. It's a little bit like Paradise, Pennsylvania, where they're Amish. But Apron, Pennsylvania is Mennonite. And you go down more southern Lancaster, you have the Amish. But I'm not from the southern Lancaster part. I'm up. So there's a little bit, some information for all of you who don't know. I did a video where I'm talking about who I really am, and I give little bits of hints here and there, because I love sharing with people who I really am, like where do I really come from and what was my name, and you know, all these things. And I give these subtle hints like, oh, this and this, because I think it's fun. I mean, if I was concerned every time I turned that computer, that camera on, about who's watching me, what are they going to do, what are they going to do to me this time, how are they going to do this, how are they going to do that, I could never make a YouTube video. And so I turn on my camera for all of you, and I just pretend you're right there with me, and I don't even think about who's on the other end. Yeah, you, who you are on the other end of that camera, because you know what, if you would be so concerned about who's all watching you and the motives they have, you would be like, "Hi, I'm Homestead Tessie," which I was in the beginning of my videos. I was so scared about everything. And then in life, you get some weirdos that watch your videos and they do weird things, and then you get petrified and scared, and you think, oh, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna say? Ah! Then you get to the point where you're like me, like, hey, I've been through it all. I've seen it all. I've heard it all. I've been through it all. And you know what? I've come out better than ever, and I really don't care. I'm just going to be Dutchy. I'm going to say who I am, what I like to do, and I'm just going to throw it all in the air and watch it all fall down. Boy, this video took on a really different turn, but you know, it's how I am. I'm off the cuff. I love to speak off the cuff. I am not them kind of people that has to have everything in an outline and I have to follow the script. It's just not me. I am who I am. I am very much fly by the seat of my pants. If you haven't got that by now, you never will, because I am just happy-go-lucky Homestead Tessie, and that is who I really am. Who am I really? Really, who is Homestead Tessie? I'm just this girl in this big wide world who wants to make a difference in your life. And I want to share my life with all of you, the ups, the downs, and the flaws, and the successes. Yeah, and some excesses too. I've had some successes in my life. I want to share it all with all of you. I may not be prim, I may not be proper. I will always be a tomboy. I have been always a tomboy, and I always will be, but that's who I am. Take care, God bless, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. The biggest frustrations I have right now in my life are the camera. The camera shuts off every 5 minutes because it overheats. I need an air conditioner for my camera when I'm outside. I get myself all ready. I get my hair all fixed up, my makeup, my lipstick, and I'm all ready to go, and then the camera shuts off. By the time that camera comes back on, I'm sweaty. And I'm like, whatever. I gotta keep this filming going. Sometimes I feel like taking this camera and just throwing it up in the air, but that's how life is. Working with modern conveniences. But you know what? I wouldn't want it any other way. Don't leave yet. Are you part of the multi-video squad? That is what I call the viewers who watch more than one of my videos each day. By watching more than one of my videos, you are helping me out tremendously. It doesn't cost you 1 cent, and it can make a big difference in my life. Take care, God bless, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow.